In the UK, we're actually very lucky because legal regulations are at place to maintain equalities regardless of sex, religion, ethnic background, and so on. However, to be honest, and between me and you, this is far from being enough and actually the standard minimum. Because I think to fully reap the benefits of a very efficient, inclusive environment, this actually goes far beyond legal compliance. But before we get into any further, quite serious chats to be honest, let's take a few steps back and try to define inclusivity and inclusion the old school way, from the dictionary. The Oxford Languages Dictionary defines inclusion as the policy and the aspect of promoting equal access to opportunities and resources to everyone and individuals who might otherwise be marginalised or discriminated, such as those who have some physical or mental disabilities and members of minority groups.
Inclusion in the workplace starts with a high level of self-awareness that allows us to accept and celebrate diversity within our teams and uphold these values in everything we do. Reminding ourselves that the end users of design have different perspectives, needs and characteristics has never been so important as we, as a society, evolve into a more diverse and accepting group, welcoming people of all backgrounds and different ways of living.
An example of inclusion within the work environment is considering people's availability when it comes to meetings. Some people might not be able to make a meeting because they have personal requirements, such as going to a club at lunchtime or setting an hour aside to do sports. This could be very important to their mental health, so it should be considered. People might have family requirements, so they might need to leave work early. International clients might be joining the call, so the timing of the meeting should be considered, so it's not set too early or too late if possible. By making someone feel respected within the meeting, they will feel more comfortable to share their ideas.
Leading to equality of opportunity for everyone, from career progression to even just feeling like your viewpoint's being heard. Whether it is speaking up when we feel ourselves or others are being excluded in the workplace, or making sure the recruitment process is accessible to a diverse pool of people, we should always be striving to be more inclusive.
When it comes to financial performance, the Royal Academy of Engineering shared the following stats. Companies in the top quartile in terms of ethnical and racial diversity have 35% higher chances of having financial returns above average compared to the rest of the companies in their industries.
An inclusive culture should support the recruitment and retention of engineers from all backgrounds, with a particular focus on effective communication to better understand the barriers that could come between us so we can be more inclusive. Making sure everyone feels able to talk and question ideas is so important in an engineering workspace because it allows us to be creative and innovate, as people with different perspectives and opinions challenging the status quo drives the industry to progress in a really positive way.
This will not only benefit the individual, but will also benefit the company as they will get to hear from many more people's perspectives.